Hello, everybody. If y'all could have seen what's been going on before this camera is actually now, well, before I edited this out. But yes, we are back with Sunday Funday, of course, and we're here to talk about How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. I don't know why they dropped the numbering scheme, but whatever. Could be worse. Could be like the Rambo movies, which technically began with First Blood. Then Rambo 2.
Rambo First Blood 2.
Then Rambo 3, and it's like,
just drop the First
the
Blood.
First Blood. But that's neither here nor there. We're here to talk about the continuing adventures of Hiccup and Toothless. If y'all want a quick review of the first movies or how we think of them, I own both of them. I think the first one I own on DVD, the other one I own on Blu-ray.
And I own the first one on Blu-ray.
That's why it's that way.
So between us, we got them both.
Yeah, but I personally think they're one of the better animated films that are out there. I'm glad they always have been taking their time about releasing sequels, so that way we don't get so much sequelitis that sets in real quick. Or as many people call it, franchise fatigue. I think they are a lot of fun, and they can be enjoyed by more than just kids, which is always a pleasant surprise. This is how I feel about the first two. What about you, Megan? How do you feel about How to Train Your Dragon and How to Train Your Dragon 2?
Well, why are we talking about the first two?
We gotta give our opinions about that before we talk about the third.
Well, now that I'm finally all caught up on the first two, yeah, I liked them.
Yeah, the first one's just...
Though he did try to warn me the second one. It's like, it's gonna break your heart. It's like, oh, well, I'm nearly done with it. And, oh, no. Here it comes.
Yeah, the movie just decides to go, hi, is your heart fine? Stabs you a few times.
It feels.
Mm-hmm. So, now we can actually talk about the hidden world of How to Train Your Dragon. Sorry, I'm doing my F. Murray Abraham joke or impersonation. He's the main bad guy in this film, it's the same bad guy from the second one in all essence.
Yeah, essentially.
It's just a dude who wants to hunt down Night Furies and kill them, and it's... If there's one real major issue with this film, he is... I love F. Murray Abraham. I think he usually does really good work with most everything.
Yeah, didn't he play the devil in Little Nicky?
I want to say so.
I think that's mostly where I know him from.
I know him from a bunch of 80s movies and all that. Megan knows him from Adam Sandler comedies.
One Adam Sandler comedy. As far as I know that he's been in.
But yeah, the villain in this, he's just generic as all get out.
Yeah.
And maybe to me that's one of the issues I kept having throughout this movie. I'm going to start us off actually for a change. The one issue I kind of had, there's no real urgency, it feels like, throughout this movie with the villain. He just never feels like as big of a threat as, what was his name from the first movie?
The villain from the second one? Yeah.
Second movie.
I can't even remember his name.
I think it was Drago or something like that. It was Draco. I don't know. It's some sort of like dragon. But he wanted to control the dragons through pure force. Force is the way, not love. It was kind of cliched for the movie, but I think it worked a lot better. It made pretty much its message a lot less, oh, well, here, this is beat you over the head as Lego movies can get. And here, he feels like a third-rate Drago or whatever his name is. He does do some kind of badass things, like he takes out a dragon with a single crossbow bolt, which y'all see in the trailers. And I will also say as much, the trailers for this movie really give a shit ton away. Not just in terms of we see the main bad guy in one of his big badass things.
But there's one trailer that kind of gives away the ending.
Yeah, and it obviously seems like it would be something at the end of the film, and it's like...
Yeah, it's like, no one anything. It's like, thanks for spoiling the movie trailer.
Yeah. But yeah, the villain's kind of here or there, but the big story usually is always between the relationship between Toothless and Hiccup. Though here, of course, you get the introduction of the Light Fury. Or she's actually another Night Fury, just like female version.
Yeah, that was kind of what I took away from it. Like, the males are black and the females are white. Although...
When they have babies.
I would say they had like a black baby and a white baby, and one that's like black with like a little bit of white.
Yeah.
Like white ears or something.
And then there was a white one that had like a little bit of black on it. It was like, eh.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, I was a bit too. Just talk about the fact that Toothless and the Light Fury actually kind of get it on. But yeah,
They're so adorable together.
yeah, that is one of the things that I was actually really enjoying. There is whole moments where it's just the Light Fury and Toothless interacting together, and
you kind of see in the trailers him like trying to
woo her and all
court her and impress her, like, oh hey,
And not only is it cute and it's funny, it's just adorable. Like, it's all the adorbs, as people would call it. It's like, oh, that's cute. And honestly, I'd prefer a lot more of that than anything.
Yeah, I mean, kitty with wings.
Yeah, I guess that's what they are.
Yeah, I mean, they even purr.
Yeah, and it's just, like I said, they actually have really good moments where there's no dialogue. There's no humans saying anything, really. And because of that, the movie's able to show off some really good actual CGI throughout the whole thing, because, of course, this is an anime film.
Yeah.
And not only that, but they're able to do a lot with, again, not saying anything, which is always a sign of a great movie. The more you can get away with not having to say anything, it actually makes you a better film, I believe, in my eyes. Something Alita could have done with more of. You get to take in more of the vistas. You get to take in more of how the animation is, which the animation, like I said, it's really good. Just, damn if I did not care about this villain. I still don't even remember his name. That's the worst part.
Grimmel.
Grimmel Wormtongue. Sorry, that's a much more interesting villain, which is sad to say. Yeah, then there's also some stuff, of course, with Hiccup and Astrid, I think is how...
Astrid.
Yeah, I won't call her Astrid because I'm like, hey, it's an Astrid, it's her name. It is more about their courtship, for lack of a better term, though I always felt like it was taking kind of a backseat to jokes at times.
Yeah, and it's like, should we go ahead and mention the whole marriage thing?
Yeah, they've kind of been hinting at it throughout the second one, if I'm not mistaken, even.
Yeah, they kind of become a couple, like, what was it, at the end of the first one? Or was
Yeah,
it
it's the end of the first one.
Yeah, the end of the first one, and, they're...
It feels just like a television series where they decided to get the couple together a little quicker than normal, and there's people who don't know how to write drama without them not being a couple, which is weird to say that.
Yeah, there are a lot of times they don't really act like a couple. They more just act like
really good friends.
They're trying to deny their attraction to each other. It's like, aren't y'all together now? What, you don't have to do this anymore. Like, y'all can actually, be affectionate and actually show you care about each other.
Yeah. It's not that it's bad, it's just there's certain little, for lack of a better word to use, hiccups throughout the writing process, I believe.
Yeah, and then this one, Gobber keeps trying to say, it's like, okay, well, just go ahead and get married already. And it just, I mean, yeah, that would be the natural progression for a couple. But it didn't feel organic.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we love each other. Why don't we just, take the next step and get married? It just more felt like it was foisted on them. It's like, oh, well, I guess we should get married?
Yeah, it constantly has to battle with it. And I think the problem was they probably wanted to gear this a lot more towards kids, I think. Simple because the first one was geared towards kids and adults. The second one I think felt a little bit more geared more towards adults than the other or two, if I can mention this as well. This one felt like it was much more geared towards kids. There's a lot more jokes. There's a lot more constant like kid humor, like what's her name? Rough Nut? What's her name? Of the two twins?
Yeah, I think Rough Nut, and then I think the male is Tough Nut.
Yeah. There's a lot more of them, and Rough Nut really gets annoying, and it's supposed to be on purpose, but it's like, alright, I know that's a thing that kids like, but kids are stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
that.
like she's even captured by the villain at one point, just going on and on. It's like, oh hey, it's like, oh, don't just hate people go on and on, just keep talking about nothing, and like, oh, by the way, do you have this one thing, and like, oh, have you seen this one thing, and just, and I was like, you know what, just go.
Yeah, and it's like, I know that that's something kids like, but
It's something kids tend to do.
yeah, and I just
It's like,
the
don't
whole
give them
time I'm
ideas.
seeing her, I'm just tying to Gary News, going, well, this is the end of it. All right, I just want to end it. Let me just finish it now. Oh God, and I think that's what kind of bogged the movie down. It still wanted to do that where, hey, we're gonna have, like we're even saying, it's like moments where nothing's being said, but you're just enjoying vistas. You're enjoying some really cool action here and there. And that's the other thing. This movie does have some action, but it always felt a little kid-like. Is the best way to put it. Like the first one, people died.
There's no real stakes.
Yeah, like constantly when they're fighting with swords and stuff, that you don't see them like, oh, like, kind of like a quick cutaway from like them chopping at a dude and he falls down. Oh, he's dead, or anything like that. No, it just
They like smack them.
yeah, and
with
it's
a
like,
sword.
or with Hiccup's flame sword, he just lights it up and that's all that he does with it, really.
They like just a little bit fencing.
Yeah, and it's like, can we have a little bit of balls here and just kill somebody with it? Or, he hits somebody and it lights them on fire and they run and jump off the side of the boat. At least at that point we know they're probably out of action, but they are, they're, hurt at least. It felt neutered, I think is the best way also to describe it.
Yeah, I mean, that one scene with, like, oh, you see this? Like, this means you're cursed.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, that was kind of cute, that was kind of funny, but really, like, having, like, these little, baby things just, like, oh, go get them.
Yeah. It's like Pac-Man on steroids. No, 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 no.
Yeah, it was adorable, but it was, made the fight scene just feel very neutered.
Yeah, it's bad because watched Hook maybe about 2-3 weeks ago, and sure, there's not as much people getting stabbed and killed, but you actually do see them like you see Lost Boys taking swipes at people, trying to stab at them and stuff like that. Sure, there's the goofier stuff, but it still feels like
Rufio.
Yeah, of course Rufio gets killed. Oh, did I spoil a movie? It's nearly 30 years old. If old yet?
Oh God.
Yeah, in 4 years it turns 30, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh my. Oh.
I want to say it came out in 93. I really want to say so. I have IMDb. But yeah, it's not that this is
91.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's got 2 years till it's 30.
Oh, wow.
Now we're old.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that I thought this movie was bad. I thought whenever it was good, it was amazingly good, just like the other movies. Mm-hmm. Just, I thought whenever it decided to veer more towards the kid stuff, like you had a little bit more of Hiccup's crew, which I know Honest Trailers, they complains like, oh, well, they're not very memorable. Well, they're not the main attraction. Yeah. It's like complaining about the fact that, your potatoes aren't the most amazing thing with your steak dinner. They're side dish, guys. They're not meant to be the main thing to worry about. Oh, maybe they're not as memorable as you want. It's like, well, sure, I'd rather worry about the steak being memorable. And again, like we've already touched on, Astrid, I can't pronounce her name correctly. Astrid. Can't pronounce her name. I also want to say
Astrid. Astrid.
Okay.
How's that hard?
I'm not a Viking. I'm not a Viking, so I don't speak. And I don't English good barely anyway. You're going to give me a name that's not normal?
This is true.
But her relationship with Hiccup, like I said, the fact that it just feels
Yeah, I mean, they're
incomplete constantly, that it's a problem.
yeah, I mean, they're kind of cute, like, towards the end. They're kind of,
For lack of a better term, she's doing the pick-me-up speech to him, as she's done in the other, or she did in the first one, sort of did in the second one, but the second one I think it happened on like in the middle of it, which was actually good.
a lot more during, one more thing, like, during the fight scene where they're, kind of working together. That's what I was trying to say.
That would have, there's some of that, and it would have been nice if they put more of that. I would not have
It's like,
complained.
it's just, I was like, oh, y'all are cute together. But it, again, it just really was not as much build up as, it should have been.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that moment could have been like, oh, aren't you too sweet and adorable, and don't you make a great team, and
Yeah, it would have been, I know the kids may not be like, ew, have where they fight and maybe like, they clang swords together or they clang swords against two people that are coming at one or the other and they kiss during it or something. Have them have a little bit of romance, a little bit of cutesiness. I would not complain about it. I'd be like, oh, that's kind of cute even. It's not that it's...
I mean, all this lovey stuff with, Toothless and then Light Fury.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, if the kids aren't going, ew, over that, it's like, I think they can handle, two human characters kissing.
Yeah, or
being sweet.
Yeah, or having some affection towards each other. I mean, sure they are Vikings, but sometimes like you're making it feel like they're not. Like, it sounds like we're really kind of bashing this movie, but like I said, when this movie's good, it's amazingly good. The action when it's good is good, short of some of the neutered spots, but that's not the worst thing in the world. That's more of a nitpick on my own part. And sure, like I said, the villain is not the most memorable person in the world. Again, I don't remember his name. Megan said it like 5-10 minutes ago.
I can say it again, you'll still forget.
Yeah, it's just like some of the lines from Smoke on the Water or Hush. I'm going to forget it in 5 seconds. I don't care. It's just a beat I keep
Or
in my
from the
head.
Immigrant Song.
Yeah, I don't remember the Immigrant Song except for Come from Land of the Ice and Sun, where the harsh winds blow. That's all I know.
I'm from Land of the Ice and Snow with Midnight Sun, where the
Harsh winds.
harsh ones.
Not hot springs.
I wasn't about to say hot springs. I was going to say hot winds or something.
Hot winds, ooh. That's what comes out your ass when you have too many beans.
I don't know what I was going to say.
But yeah, like I said, I think the biggest issue they had with this film is they went a little too much towards trying to please the children. And I do understand that's what gives a kids movie more of its length, but to me, these never felt like kids movies. Take, for instance, Into the Spider-Verse. That movie technically is an animated film, and it doesn't pull back its punches at all.
Yeah, more feels like movie meant for like, teenagers on up.
Yeah, and I think this could have done that, especially since Hiccup and everybody are getting a little bit older. Though I will also admit wasn't it Jonah Hill, the guy who was playing his kind of chubby friend who was kind of like, oh, I'm going to be second in charge and I'll be first in charge. That joke got old too. It's just his band of friends got really annoying real quick. You realize why they weren't given center stage.
I would say there was two chubby friends, and one of them I know was voiced by Jonah Hill. I can't remember which one.
Yeah, Christopher Mintz-Plasse McLovin did the voice of the nerdy one. The one who had the little baby with him.
I was like the one who in the first one was geeking out about. It's like, oh, this dragon has the strength of this, and it's like it sounded like a D&D nerd. It's like,
but Jonah Hill's character, like, there are some jokes like constantly about him wanting to get with Hiccup's mom, and it's like, ew.
Yeah.
You are young enough to be her son.
In fact, he's about the same age as her son.
Yeah, it's like, ew. It got weird quick. But, yeah, it's like, I can't say that this movie is a piece of shit or anything. I can't even say that it's bad or even mediocre. Because, like I said, when it's good, it's really good. Just I wish quit being aimed at kids so much. But for lack of a
Yeah.
better term, we'll just tell you this last one.
Yeah,
This movie effectively ends the series.
yeah, they can say in one of the trailers that like the last in the trilogy.
But hey, that's cool. I'm glad they're not going to keep just beating a dead
Yeah, I was
horse
like,
like Shrek did.
I was like, keep milking the franchise for money until the well dries up.
Or the whale. Oh. So, what would you give this as a final score? Because if we keep talking about it, we're going to start spoiling a lot of this movie.
I think I agree with you on some of the flaws. Mm-hmm. Although overall, I think it was enjoyable. It was funny. It was like, oh, you're so adorable, and they go, oh my god, you're so adorable. Like, it's adorable.
Megan, can't tell Megan thought it was adorable.
Like kitties with wings.
But what was your final score?
But, I'd give it like an 8.
I'm gonna go lower. I think this is a 7 film. It's not that it's a egregiously bad film, just where it has its flaws, it's enough to actually hurt it in bits. Like I said, the villain you don't remember a single damn thing about him except for he's a guy.
I would say he's the exact same villain from the second one, only it's like, oh, I'm smart. I can play the long game. I can be patient and follow you to your new little hideout or something.
Why he doesn't kill Hiccup and all this, I don't know. It's like you're leaving alive the one person who probably can take apart your entire thing, idiot. Oh, but yeah, like I said, it's not bad, just
The thrill of the hunt or something.
yeah. I just think by the time everybody's gonna get done watching, so you're gonna be like, oh, that was good. So don't remember the movie so much. And I think that's its big problem, is it's not as memorable as the other films. There is some legitimately really good parts of it. Then there's some legitimately really forgettable parts of the film. And long and short, that's How to Train Your Dragon 3. It's a good, passable film. If you want to go watch it with your kids, sure, just make sure they're at least old enough to not to poop their pants.
I'll say, please, no babies.
Yeah, quit doing that, people. But yeah, and also, I will say, if you're a big fan of the series and you really loved it, you might be a little disappointed in this. It's not that it's the worst film, it's the worst of the franchise, I think. Well, not including the show, never seen the show. There's a show.
I would say, I disagree.
I think it's like this, How to Train Your Dragon, than How to Train Your Dragon 2. I think How to Train Your Dragon 2 just had so much more impact for the entire series, I felt.
Oh.
But hey, that's this asshole's opinion. As we always say, assholes are like opinions. They're all smelly and everybody's got one. But hey, it's the end of the month and we can actually do this at the end of the month. We're going to talk about the films we're going to see over the next March. The next March.
The next month.
Yeah. Just to let y'all know, this month's going to be a little funky, to put it nicely.
Uneven.
Yeah. There's some movies we're kind of like, I look forward to, and other movies we're like, this? In fact, probably next week is going to be part of that problem. We might see Greta. I might want to, eat some cyanide instead, or we can go eat cyanide and go watch a Medea family funeral. We might decide to cheat and technically see Fighting with My Family. We were wanting to see that actually this week. Just
shit showtimes.
Yeah, there's just been no showtimes with the shit. I don't think it's going to be much better next week. But no, it's not going to be better next week. I mean, it's almost given. Gimme? Gimme. It's a gimmian. It's just, we might see that just because these other films were not inspiring anything for us. I'm waiting to see them. Though, Medea Family Funeral will at least probably be on our worst of. I mean, it's that. Though it feels like, picking on the slow kid at school or something. But, of course, March 8th, I don't know what we're going to go see. Maybe an elephant scene still. No, we're going to go see Captain Marvel. Of course, we're going to go see Captain Marvel. Been looking forward to Captain Marvel all year so far. That's not even something we've been debating about. So we're gonna go see Captain Marvel. The week after that is the week of the fifth or the 15th. Probably gonna see Captive State. Those who have not seen much in the way of trailers, I've only seen a few. Why did it just go to Rocket Man for some reason? Okay, what the hell? Sorry, my IMDb just crashed. I don't know why or what it did.
Had a freak out.
Yeah, it like went to Rocket Man for some reason. But yeah,
It's a psychobilly freak out.
something like that. We're either gonna see Captive State or Wonder Park, and I'd prefer seeing Captive State. At least a movie that doesn't look like it's so precociously sweet that it's gonna give me cavities. Yeah, Captive State. It's the film done by the guy who did Rise of the Planet Apes movie, or did the other last three or two, I think. And it's about aliens taking over the world and supposedly helping us, but maybe they're actually tyrants or blah blah blah. It's probably gonna suck ass because this guy's not done a good movie in ages, but at least it's gonna be meant for adults. The week after that, we're probably gonna go see Us. Those who have that is the new film, if I'm not mistaken, done by where's your name? Yeah, Jordan Peele.
I would say it's either Key or Pill.
Michael Key is his name. Yeah, Jordan Peele. It's probably gonna suck ass. The trailers look terrible, and this is the same plot line you've seen in other better shows and movies.
Yeah. And I think I know what the twist is going to be.
What the twist? And then, of course, we're gonna round out the year with the first of 3 Disney live action films. Live action.
Can you round out the month?
No, this year there's going to be 3 live action Disney remakes of their films with Dumbo. Because we have Aladdin and the live action Lion King later this year. Oh, Lion King's going to be bad. I already know it. It's going to be so bad. It's just...
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to use entirely CGI animals, and what reason could you possibly have for including humans as a way for justifying this? And it's like, okay, well, why not just leave it animated? I mean, the movie's not even that old, for crying out loud. It came out when we were kids. I mean, I know...
It's 25.
I know that we're, about ready for walkers and prune juice, but...
I am only ready for the prune juice, not yet the walker.
I'm ready for the walker.
Yeah, but I will say this much. The one I'm looking forward to the most is Dumbo. Dumbo, even though it's a Tim Burton movie, and Tim Burton's kind of hit or miss with me lately. But I want to say the last movie we saw from him, we actually didn't mind that much. Yeah, because I was Mrs. Peregrine.
Oh yeah,
It wasn't bad. It was wildly okay.
I would say it wasn't a masterpiece. It's just like, okay.
Was it a massive piece of shit? That's what we're happy about.
Yeah. Samuel L. Jackson was a delight in that.
Samuel L. Jackson was a delight in just about everything he's in.
It's like, world domination for me, woo, and a breath meant for you.
But yeah, Dumbo actually looks good. I'll say that much. The trailers I've been seeing.
Just remind me to bring a hanky.
Yeah, Meg's probably gonna be crying.
At least, because it looks like they're going to be doing the baby mine. The baby. Like,
It does actually also look like there's going to be a number of the songs from it, because there's even parts from Pink Elephants or I think, yeah.
I am very curious to see how they're going to do that one.
Yeah, because I did see, they showed some of that. I was like, oh, that might be trippy.
I must say, it was psychedelic in the original films.
Yeah.
It actually kind of scared me a little bit when I was a kid.
So, hey, that's how next month's going to be. We're going to have some good stuff in the 8th, and hopefully something good at the end, and shit all between. Yeah. At least April and May don't look too terrible. There's that.
Well, I'm not thinking that far ahead. I'm more just like, okay, let's just finish out this month and get through March.
No, we will. Got no choice to. But yeah, that's our feelings, though, about How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World 3. Here's my feelings. Megan's a little bit more positive than me.
You're so adorable! Kitties with wings.
Go see Air 2, in my opinion. It's like, they're better. But hey, we will see y'all next week, though, with either us, trying to slit our own wrists. Well, actually, technically, go down the street, not across. But, sorry.
Very dark turn.
Turned right off the edge of the road there. Yeah, we'll either be back with, one of those pieces of shit that come out, or we might go see Five with my family and just say fuck it. Or we might just say fuck it anyway and just do like some Netflix movies instead. Yeah. We'll see how it all goes. Or we might just do some manga reviews. Who knows? But hey, we'll see y'all next week with some more Sunday Funday. So until then, bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.